How's it going, everyone? It's time once again for a weekly watch list. What this is, the exact levels / zones I'm watching for the upcoming week, and how I'm going to trade them. So let's get right into this. First up, ticker NQ. We're looking at the 4-hour chart, and Friday put the last piece of this puzzle in for me. Kind of different setups this week, right? If you've noticed, it's been hard to get some continuation, right, on our trades. We've been, we'll hit our first price target, occasionally second, and we get stopped out of entry, which is okay. We're managing our trades well, but me, I want to find that trade where we get the continuation, the bigger type of trades, the ones we can let run to make for that nice risk to reward setup for a nice trade. I'm looking for the setup, the trade, the entry that's going to give us, the most continuation this week. That's what I'm aiming for. And thankful on Friday, I can see the picture a little better now. So we're looking at the 4-hour here. As of right now, we could possibly bounce the bottom or reject top. Yes, I do expect this to break out within the next 2 weeks. So whenever I'm looking for the breakout, right, you can take the initial breakout, it's high risk, or you can wait on the retest to see if it's actually going to respect that and continue up. Just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. And you can let this confirm on the lower time frames. You just want to see, so for instance, if we're taking a bounce, you can see this nice 4-hour reversal candle here. Basically the same thing in lower time frames. Just make sure there's not too much risk on that confirmation candle. If there is, one thing I try to do is allow for like a 50% retracement of it to take some of the risk off for my entry to catch the move up. Up next, ticker ES. You can trade ES futures or SPY options or SPX options if that's what you prefer. So you can see we have a different setup here. We've been really respecting this trend though, kind of broadening, right? I don't know if you all can see that from this video, but we're kind of a broadening range. I'm interested to see how this plays out. Just looking at this ES chart, the only bounce area I'm interested in down here, the only rejects I'm interested in up here. As of right now, we will be creating our daily supply and demand on Instagram Live every morning like we do when we're getting our watch list ready. Definitely still going to be trading supply and demand, but for the continuation trades, this is what I'm going to be looking for. Could you swing trade this? It's possible. It could be a nice swing trade setup, especially if we catch the pullback at the bottom, trend bounce, get that 4-hour hourly confirmation candle. It could be a shorter term swing trade. Me personally, I'm just going to day trade this. I do have an individual on watch for a swing trade, and I'll show you that at the end, so be sure you stick around. Up next, ticker SPY. Basically the same thing we've seen on ES there. I actually prefer the ES chart over SPY. Just looking at this, it's worth watching, especially if you only trade SPY. Yeah, you can get this charted, but I will be watching the ES trend lines that I showed you previous to this. All right, up next, ticker QQQ. We do have some supply demand here. So I really like this area here. Very strong. You can see it's doing what we want it to, right? And supply. We want to come down, test it, pick up, get some aggressive buying. Look for long entry or call entry here. I'm going to watch this zone throughout the week for sure. See if we can catch a nice long trade down there. And, really not a whole lot of risk if we get an entry coming out of this zone with confirmation on lower time frame. We know exactly where, it would be invalid, right? And the current demand, we could have some around this 580, but I really like this level here. If we're going to reject, this will be where it is. If we rip through it, this trade is invalid here, but we can always wait on the pullback for the long entry, right? Up next, ticker NVDA, NVDA. This is the possible swing trade setup I'm watching, and this could be a day trade as well. So I'm going to watch both for this coming week, and this might not even hit this week, but when it does, I will be watching. I'm going to set alert here so I don't miss the setup. I want to see us push down. This is a daily level. We went to the daily time frame. I want to see us push down, test this area. If I see what I like there, possibly get a daily close back out, I may consider a swing trade. But I will be watching lower time frame for day trades here as well. And that is it for the watch list this week. I know it's a little different than what we're used to. We're trading some trend lines on ES, NQ. But we do have some nice supply and demand on QQQ. So plenty to watch this week. It's just time to focus in and make it happen. I hope to see you all live on here with me. Even if you can't join the Instagram live at 8 a.m. for the game plan, the watch list, which I recommend you do. I do go live on YouTube now at Market Open, and we try to find the best setups together. It's a group effort. If you're interested in that, be sure you check it out. But yeah, appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.